I just gave I went up a little bit on the clarification, so I went up to sort of 305.06, sort of got you sort of spot on, but to be honest, you're near as damn it, Steve, you know, you sound sort of quite normal to me, Roger.
Yeah, quite normal, okay mate. Well, unfortunately I can't sort of tune myself in anymore, not while I'm sort of driving. If the rig was on the dash I might have half a chance, but I can't even see the rig. But I don't know, as long as we can all hear each other. I'm a bit off frequency. Mark sounds like he's talking through a sock, but we are making the contact, and that's what it's all about, isn't it?
Yeah, Roger. Well, that's what I was saying to Mark. You know, that's one of the reasons I quite like Sideband. I know we get out a little bit further, but in a way, it's a challenge, isn't it? You know, especially when you get 3 or 4 of us on it, we're all slightly off. I know that would drive people nuts, but I think that's part of the fun, Steve. Back to you.
Yeah, I'd just prefer it through and through. Yeah, you get out further. You ain't got that horrible white noise mush, you know. And then if you start messing about with your squelch, particularly mobile, people dip under it and then you don't hear half the conversation. So for me, it's the way to go. I mean, FM's got its uses, of course, but I've never liked it from back in the AM days, and I still don't like it, Fred.
Yeah, Roger that. Well, you know, I've sort of been, you know, I'm attached to Sideband ever since I got the grant, you know, and I just can hear more people on Sideband, depending on the conditions, of course. And then, you know, I come up here. The conditions are good today. Yesterday they weren't so good, but you know, that's all part of radio. So I was speaking to Mark. I don't know if you heard earlier, and he said that he didn't hear you on this morning. So I assume you didn't get a chance to speak to Dave, Steve.
No, I didn't, mate. Yeah, I meant to mention that. There was a really hard frost, and I ain't sort of allowed for that, if you know what I mean. So when I come out, I couldn't screw my aerial onto the mag mount. I even put some de-icer on it, but the ice was that thick, and in the end I gave up and thought I'd just had to go.
Oh, Roger that. That's quite unusual, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it was quite bad, the frost this morning. Oh, okay. I saw your video yesterday on YouTube and on Facebook. I don't know, I did reply to that. I did sort of wonder if Dave could adjust the EQ settings on his 450D. And, because I say, it sounds like he needs to knock off a little bit of the lower end bass there, Steve.
Yeah, well, I'll be honest, when I got a bit nearer to Dave, it didn't sound half bad, but it just didn't have the same effect as you saw in the video. Now that's to me. Obviously Dave might be strong to you all the time, but because I get a varied signal from Dave throughout my journey, you know, he starts off at signal nothing, and at some later stages he might be S8 or 9, and I'm sure you can sort of see the difference, you know, what it was. But if the other one's only like a standard mic, not amplified, that'll account for it. I thought it was a power mic, Fred.
Oh, Roger. Yeah, I'm not really sure what mic it was. I know it was a Shure microphone, but I just wondered, you know, as I say, I used the EQ setting number 2 on this 450. That was the one that I found seems to work, and I know if I use some of the others, up to, I think it goes up to about 7 or 8, and if I use those, it tends to up the bass, you know, which some people like, but I prefer the audio to be a little bit sort of more on the higher side, you know, it seems to sort of get out a little bit further. So I don't know, perhaps when you next speak to him, you know, get him to run through some of the settings and maybe find one that's just a little bit sharper there, Steve. Back to you.
Yeah, got you, Fred. Well, no doubt he would have seen the comment. I did see the comment, Fred, but only sort of, it was late, so I didn't really get a chance to sort of reply to it. Someone else replied. It was a bit of a garbled one. I ain't really sure even what they meant. I've got to be honest, some of the replies I've had on my videos, I can't really make out what that person's trying to say. I don't know whether it's their spelling or I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Have you had it on your channel, Fred?
Yeah, I've had a few like that. I think people bang them out on their mobile phone, and I think predictive text takes over. Yeah, I've had quite a few, when people have problems with their phones, funny enough, and they bang out this sort of message, and I have to say, look, I'm really sorry, I haven't got a clue, I can't, I don't know what you mean. Anyway, do you want to take it across to Mark? We're leaving him out a little bit, so I'll let you have a little chat to Mark there, Stephen. I'll sit on the side, mate.
Yeah, okay, mate. Right, Mark, how about it, mate? Nothing, give him a shout, Fred.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, Mark, can you get a copy on Fred in the shed? No, nothing, listen. Oh, I hope you're not upset him criticising his audio. He might be concentrating on his driving there, Steve, but yeah, I was hoping Dave might come along actually. I was, might be able to run it through some of the settings for him on his radio, but he's getting near his dinner time now, so I think we're probably not going to sort of hear from him tonight, Steve, thank you.
No, he's probably done his usual and forgot. Barry would be cooking his pork chops, but as you're sort of at home, Fred, the Prime Minister was going to announce what she was sort of going to do about Brexit. Is there anything interested on there, mate?
I've not checked the news, to be honest, Steve. I'm bloody terrible, I am. Since I've been home, I've been doing a few little jobs, but no, I've not checked. I know she was going to announce something on the NHS, wasn't it? I know she was with Brexit, and they were talking at work about something about new structure of made for the NHS, so I was going to pick up on that, but no, I can't fill you in on current affairs, unfortunately, mate. Thank you.
Yeah, okay, Fred, no worries, mate. It's got a lorry by the side of me. It's got a small CB aerial on it. I think it's a CB aerial. Looks like one of the old, similar to a dialer match. But they are. No, Mark would be fine, mate. There is a problem with his audio, and I just hope that fire engine that went past ain't going to bring me bad luck, Fred. I'll probably get up the road and it's a jackknife Arctic or something.
Thanks.
Yeah, go on, Mark.
Yeah, so I want to find a dive, everyone going back to me in the meantime. You still near one?
Yes, mate, yeah. Have you seen the fire engine going up the hard shoulder yet?
Yeah, I think it's it.
Whereabouts are you, Mark?
I'm coming from, it gets up on Sideband.
Oh, you're in front of me, mate. There's nothing up there sort of for me to worry about, is there? Accidents or whatever? No, I didn't make out what you meant there, Mark. Sorry, mate. Okay, mate. Well, is it disturbing you while you're eating your sandwiches? Okay, mate. Well, there is a fire engine going up the hard shoulder, but I don't think that you'll see it. You're getting off at 10.
Yeah, I'm afraid I'm going to have to go up to the junction now.
Okay, mate. Yeah, still don't sound 100%, Mark. I don't know why. Got no idea. Sometimes you're, the bee's knees. Have you got any optional filters in that rig? Any sort of add-ons been put in it?
I'll put a different mic in it tomorrow. I'll fire something up something.
Yeah, okay, mate. You are audible. I've been able to understand you all along. Just don't sound quite maybe as you should. I know I don't sound great, but bottom line, I'm only on a I wouldn't say a rough old rig, but it is what it is, this thing, you know. Yeah, it's done me well since the other one blew up, innit, Fred?
It certainly has, but of course you're going to fix the 9900, Steve, aren't you? You're going to make a video and show us how it's done, Roger.
Yeah, well, it's like time, innit? I think I told you already, I've changed 2 of the transistors. There's 2 more to go, but you know, it's just one of them. At the minute, it's not urgent. But maybe this weekend, Fred, I'll switch on the old soldering iron and rip them out and bung the new ones in. But I ain't holding me breath on it, to be honest with you, mate. But we'll see.
Roger that. I didn't know you changed 2. I don't think you made a start on it, and I assume that made no difference then, Steve.
No, none at all, mate. But there is a big component on the right that does look like it's got hot. I think it's a voltage regulator. I seem to remember watching a video where someone modded their rig. They took the transistor off and mounted it on the back via 3 sort of quite heavy duty cables, so it was nearer the heatsink. Different rig, mind, but I think what I'll do, I'll bung in the 4 trannies, turn it on. If it don't work, I'll actually take this big transistor out and see if I can decipher what it is and get another one of them as well.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, well, hopefully you fix it, you know. So, I mean, they are a good radio, and I can't talk because my own radio is still in the process of the project of making a calling box for it, and I'm still only about halfway through with that, and I've been going on forever now. But yeah, it's a shame because they're on such a good radio and they've got such good audio on it, you know, everyone says so. But it just runs so bloody hot, you know, it's I don't know, if they put all of the into the radio in a plastic case, you know, maybe like the 3900 case, maybe they'd been okay there, Steve, back then.
Yeah, like a bigger chassis, possibly, mate, possibly. I really don't know, but they do produce a hell of a lot of power via the 4 output trannies. I don't know. I'll give it my best shot. If it don't work, it'll go on eBay, you know, it'll be handy for somebody, because you know yourself, the common thing is output transistors, but you know, if you don't know what you're doing and you change them, it still don't work. You're pretty much up a creek without a paddle, which I will be, you know, so I ain't into surface mount stuff and all that, and barely see me soldering iron, let alone the surface mount bit.
I'm pretty much the same, you know, I can swap out a few components, you know, if you see something that looks a little bit burnt, but once you get beyond that, you need all of the frequency testing equipment, and yeah, it goes a bit beyond me. I do know someone that I think I could probably send the radio to, that they might, you know, have a look at it, but yeah, it's a shame. I say that was definitely the best I've ever heard you of. It was on par with the Trio, actually. I'd say the Trio was probably the best, but that little radio was very, very close back then.
Yeah, I got you, Fred. Yeah, I loved it, you know, but it looks like I've cooked it. Being mobile don't really help, you know, because I don't know about this car, but in the other car, once you started it up, it used to run, I don't know, 14 and a half volts. It all sort of contributes, doesn't it? It might have even been higher than that. Maybe one day I'll have to stick a voltmeter in the fag lighter socket of this and maybe just do a video of the voltage on this. But I mean, this rig so far, touch wood, has been alright, Fred. Sorry, what was that, Mark? Did you catch what Mark said, Fred? Right, I'm not sure if there's someone else out there, but if there is, you got 318 mobile at the minute.
318, copy 26, Charlie Tango, 1706. Richie.
Yeah, hello Richie, Mr. 1706. I got you in there, mate. How are you?
Yeah, not so bad. I just stuck you through on the way to Radio Club and I heard you down here, so I thought I'd say hello.
Oh, I'm glad you did, mate. It's good to hear you. Maybe it was you that I heard before, but we've got Mark on here. And at times I'm having a bit of a struggle to tell what Mark's saying, but you got Fred out there as well. Fred, can you hear Richie?
Yes, Roger, affirmative on that. I think that was 1706. No signal, but I can definitely hear the audio way in the back of the box. Thank you, Steve.
Right, Richie, have you got Fred?
Yeah, I've got you there, Fred. I can hear you. There's no signal, but on the radio turn up a bit. I can hear you, no problem. Yeah, Roger that, Richie. As I say, you're just about S1 to me now. In and out, fading in and out, but yeah, definitely know you're there, buddy.
Yeah, okay, Fred. Well, we normally lose each other about here. I'll say cheers for the chat. 73s, I'll listen out for you tomorrow, mate.
Yeah, alright, Steve. The 73s, I'll keep you up there tomorrow to see how the work goes. But yeah, safe journey, and Mark, if you can still hear me, stay safe on there. And yeah, please, Richie, nice to hear from you again.
Right, Richie, what's my report to you, mate? 2468 and all the rest of that rubbish?
Well, you shut up from nothing to 7. You give me 5-7, Steve, 5-7.
Okay, mate, well, I'm just straight out the back of the rig. You know what rig I'm using. Are you, trying to think where you are. Are you in the normal spot, like my old spot, if you know what I mean?
No, I'm not there. I'm in between Ravenston and Mosby Golf Course.
Oh, I know, yeah, I've been up there myself. It's a good little spot, that, mate.
Yeah, I'm just heading to Radio Club. I'm working over in Bedford and I haven't been for a while, so I just could pop over there. And I heard your voice. You're obviously on the way over from work. I'm not sure where you work now. Where are you, Steve?
Well, at the minute, I'm just approaching Junction 11 and I work down near Watford, Richie.
Oh, right, yeah. I mean, we had spoken before, but the last time I saw you up the town, and just before that, probably a couple of months before that, actually, you were out.
Yeah, I was out of work for a while, then I worked for the agency and now I'm back where I started from. It's a bit of a strange one, but it's all money, isn't it, Richie?
Well, yeah, keeps out trouble. Yeah, well, you got to, I hate bloody work, but, you know, you got to do it, ain't you? You got to pay for me boat, Steve.
Oh, you got a boat? Oh, good for you, mate.
Yeah, I just bought a narrowboat in September, so I'm living on that now. A 59-foot narrowboat, so we're all settled up in the Northampton, on the River Nen, so yeah, it's pretty good. I love it. I've got a shack in there I'm building at the moment. I just got to sort the antennas out. Back to you, Steve.
Oh, blimey, I never knew about that. Well, that's got to be a video, innit, Richie?
Yeah, Roger. I will do